Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Boy, do we have some great stuff for you guys because we went off-road with the Subaru Outback Wilderness edition. You probably saw the video that we did in Yukon back then. The Outback was brand new. You had that outdoor or Onyx version depending on where you are living, and that car could go far in off-road territory. But there was some things that were missing in that car. How about that high ground clearance that the Outback used to have in the past? How about those tires? Nah, I don't really like those OEM tires. They should have been more aggressive. How about that X mode, which was kind of okay, dual mode, but still, as soon as you went over 40 kilometers per hour, it was simply turning off. And next thing, when you need it, when you slow down, sorry, it wouldn't turn back on. And how about that CVT power, those limitations? We did a video with Anton also talking to us about how Subaru was kind of limiting the power that it would send through that CVT, and the Revolution, which was not right there on point to make sure that you were able to climb that hill. But the Wilderness version will correct a lot of those points. First of all, look at the exterior. Unique and aggressive. It's a love or hating affair. But as soon as I saw it in person, I kind of like it even more than on the photo that I was seeing. It was not really impressive, but now that I see it in real, it's really high. It's got that aggressiveness that I like, that unique Geyser blue color. And how about those tires? More aggressive than ever. How about the ground clearance? You've got 9.05 inches in Canada and 9.5 inches of ground clearance in the state. Why is that? Because here the underplating is standard. In the US, it's an option for you guys. Still, that car is looking really great, and you can even put a tent on the roof rack. 700 pounds if you are not moving with the car, 200 pounds if you're going to be rolling. That's perfect for a cargo box. So it's looking more aggressive than ever. It's a head turner, and that's what I like. Everybody was looking at us when we rode today. But that design and those badges on the side mean that you're going to be able to go far in off-road territory, and you're still going to be able to tow also 3,500 pounds of towing capacity thanks to that turbo engine. But inside, is there a lot of difference than a regular model? Not really. You've got that big screen that I really like. It's crowded sometimes with a lot of button and display. And you've got those seats that are using a special material. So if there's water on it, if there's dirt on it, it's going to be easy to clean. And how about those mats? They are so dirty now. Even I am dirty. That's no wonder because we went off-road and this thing sure can handle itself there. You've got that 2.4 turbo engine. You've got that CVT. They revised the ratio, so it's completely different, and you have also an oil cooler to make sure that it won't overheat or disconnect. But first, the ratio. So they changed the range that this CVT can work. So you want to have higher revolution, maximum power, but slow speed when you're heading in off-road territory. You will also have a little bit more acceleration when it comes to regular road use though, but it's right there on target now. You can feel it as soon as you're going to climb a hill that this ratio, even if the number don't seem impressive, it's going to make a difference. How about also that fuel consumption? If you're going to head into town, 10.9 liter per 100. And if you're a much more highway guy, it's going to be 8.9. 70 liters regular fuel. So if you want to go far in off-road territory, you can do it. So let's talk about off-road because this is the thing that you want to know. What's going to happen when you send an Outback in those kind of dirty roads? Well, it sure can handle itself. It was real impressive. First of all, the water. The ground clearance will surely help, and we had some water right there at the height of the Subaru logo, but as soon as you're going to take slowly, create the wave, you're going to be able to go through it, but be careful with those intake though. And also X mode, they've made some major modification to it. Now, depending on the speed, if you go lower than 40 kilometers, you can use the first mode and the second mode, and with the dual mode, if you go over 40 kilometers per hour, it's still going to be there and create an impact. X-Mode is going to be even faster to break the wheels that will slip to give you maximum traction. Look at the shot that we did while climbing those rocks. Sometimes it was real hard. We even sent some tire smoking in the air. But next thing you know, a little rollback and just send it and it's going to climb. So you could go with more aggressive tire. I'm going to be truthful with you. You can probably change them, but this is going to change also the noise in the cabin and the regular comfort of it. But as soon as you're going to get into off-road territory though, you're going to be able to go even further, but be careful. But with the choice of the Yokohama, not bad. Great balance of comfort, off-road capability, towing, acceleration. Now we are right there on target. How about the approach angle, departure angle? They've been improved also, nearly 20 degrees, 23.6 when it comes to departure angle, and your breakover 21.2. Those numbers are kind of impressive for this class of vehicle, and we didn't even hit nothing while we did that aggressive off-road. So road handling is just that smooth suspension that we know from the Outback. On road, off road, it's been fine-tuned completely, and this really shows exactly that Subaru meant business on the road and off-road with that. So base price is going to be a little bit more than $33,000 Canadian, and if you want to go with the Wilderness edition, the edition that I recommend to you, you're going to have to spend a little bit more than $44,000. Minus points, there is no ventilated seat. Ooh, Wilderness edition, no ventilated seat. That's a big thumbs down on that. And if you're living in the state, I think there's no heated steering wheel. Sorry for you guys. Here we have it. Wireless charger, we have it, but it's not looking really fine. You can see that it's the dealer that installed that little addition, and even if you have a big phone just like mine, that S21 won't fit inside. You've got also the sound. I would have loved to have some kind of rumbling just like the older Subaru had in the past. You've got that styling, which is a like or hate thing affair. Feel free to tell me what you think about that. And you've got also those hooks. Be careful, they are not real tow hook. They are the things that you're going to screw right there in that section. But Subaru told us that it's going to be really resistant over time. You've got that differential in the rear, new ratio, but still no limited slip. That would have been a beast with that. I know I'm always talking about that. Probably that I'm living in the past. I would have hoped that they went back with it. On the plus side, full screen Apple CarPlay, and you can even update your older system if you have an Outback with that new resolution. You've got the roof rack, which is perfect for overlanding. How about their gearing? A tire in the rear, full size with TPMS, and you've got all that protection with the plastic cladding. Love or hate once again, and you've got also the underplating protection, which is going to be perfect if you're going to go far off-road. Now with that new Wilderness edition, expect to see more of that in the Subaru lineup, because this little Outback can go far, and it's right now my favorite car in the Subaru lineup with that logo on the side. What do you think about that? Feel free to comment in the section down there below. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you another time.